Hi, friends. My name is Darin, and I pastor the Panama Presbyterian Church in Panama, Nebraska. It's not a big church, not by some people's standards. I belong to a group that puts together every year a conference, Great Plains Small Church Conference. And together with a number of other people, friends and colleagues, we gather and we talk about issues of congregations our size. Some a little bigger, many a lot smaller. And this year, in our discussions, we've come up with an important piece that I think is very exciting, that I want you to be a part of. You see, if you've had my experience, I've gone to many meetings, I've gone to many places, and been a part of lots of conferences, and we spend an inordinately large amount of time lamenting where we've been and where we're at now, talking all the time about getting smaller, talking all the time with fear and trepidation about what our future holds. And it's all based on what we don't have. And that's legitimate to put a finger on. It's important to understand that. In fact, the Bible is filled with times when we need to lament where we were. Even in our lives, we have to do that. We're sinners. The process of confession and repentance, confession, and forgiveness is an important part. That's part of our lament, individually and as a congregation. But if we dwell on that, we lose the Christian message. We lose what Jesus would have us do and be. It's an important part in understanding who we are, trying to understand where we went wrong, the things that we did wrong. But to dwell on it gets us stuck. And I feel, that maybe sometimes we get too stuck on what we were, instead of just letting it edify us in moving forward. So our group is putting on a conference this year that's focused on getting over it, getting over and saying we've lamented plenty. It's time for us to celebrate the blessings and graces that we've had and celebrate the ones that we have now. Instead of worrying about who's not there, let's celebrate who is there. And let's look for how we can use the resources that we have, not lament the ones that we don't have, how we can move forward and find hope and strength with what we've got. And maybe by doing that, by having that attitude, by moving forward, we'll develop more resources to do more work, better work for what we've wanted to do. But we can't do that unless we get out of the rut. And that might mean changing the things you do. It might mean changing our sacred cows, our habits. It might not mean that. It might mean other things. Only the Spirit will guide us in that, but we can't hear the Spirit unless we're ready to move forward. And really, that's the story of the gospel, isn't it? Jesus doesn't dwell on the past. Jesus offers hope to those for a great future. We want to celebrate that positively, with vigor, and with joy. So think about that and join us moving forward, celebrating who we are right now, the joy that God gives us right now, the grace and blessing that we have to move into a hopeful future. That's my desire. That's my desire for my church. It seems to make sense. And, when I think about it, the most successes we've had was when we were able to embrace that. So please consider joining us. We really, really will welcome you. Thank you.